Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last episode, we saw very little happening. It was a very short episode, but we saw the creation of some new alliances, and we saw Lake Baikal leaving the Diamond Alliance. We also saw South China found somebody to sell their colony to. Um, I did do power rankings here for the alliances. Square Team is still in first. Now the Circle Alliance is in second. Um, they don't really. I'm. I might change that. I don't quite know yet. But third is, as of right now, the Diamond Alliance. I might. I'm gonna switch the Diamond and Circle Alliances after this. Fourth is the Trapezoid Alliance. I'm gonna switch those. Sixth is the Arrow Alliance here, and seventh is the Triangle Alliance. So, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and let's get started. Actually, still on the Alliance layer, we see the green team. We see the green team leaving the Triangle Alliance. This is extremely big at before the uh before the green team was the main supporter of the Triangle Alliance. Now that they have left it, it's extremely weak, weaker than it already was. But they are going to be focusing more on Europe than these Asian areas. They're closer allies and just generally closer to these countries over here, these countries over here, and it's just a whole big thing. The next thing you see happening is a small war down here. We have the red team wanting to claim not quite lands that were theirs. They want lands that have trade routes, despite trade routes not really being a major thing anymore. So they will swiftly invade through the country and be able to take the capital with ease. And then all they're going to do is just claim over like this and this. They'll claim this and this. And for our next event of the episode, so for the next event for the episode, we see the Cyan team is going to be buying the colony from South China. They will not be buying Hawaii, any of these islands, or any of the other two colonies, just the mainland North American. And something that shocks the entire world is going to be Dark Scientine. And their response to this, the purchase of this colony is going to be invading into the Scientine. At first, because nobody expected this and nobody's prepared even, this goes relatively smoothly for the Dark Scientine. But since the Cyan team is in the Square team, all Square team members will be sending help over to Cyan team and Catalonia. Catalonia will also join in on this war, invading areas more south of the Dark Cyan team. And now Cyan team troops start moving in. They'll be able to completely push out the Dark Cyan team and start invading into their main territory. Eventually, the Dark Cyan team is going to say, can we do a peace treaty? No. And let's get to the peace treaty. And here we have our peace treaty. So the Cyan team will be getting these two areas of the Dark Cyan team's colony and these two areas of the mainland Dark Cyan team. Catalonia will then be getting these two sections here. And the reason that the colonies were involved in this is because the Cyan team in Catalonia, as well as Dark Cyan team, all went up into this blue country for a meeting, and they decided, the Cyan team said, you can either give us all of your European land, us to all of your European land, all of your colonies, or somewhere in the middle. And the Dark Cyan team said they'll do somewhere in the middle, which ended up with this. The next major thing we see happening is going to be down here in Southeast Asia, where we see pretty much the first deliberate, kind of sort of deliberate, um, releasing of a colony. And we see the Orange team releasing its two colonies into three groups. First one being this area down here. The next one being this little section right here, which is going to be an extremely dark red. It's better. And this last one here is going to be this bright orange. And kind of, so these are kind of, sort of, new countries. Or they're kind of, sort of, breaking away. We, but, um, so the orange team just, like, stopped supplying them at all. And then they, like, said, we want to be independent. And the orange team just let them be independent. It was a simple thing, not a lot done there. The next thing we see happening is going to be with Norway. They will be fully annexing the uh, northern Norwegians. North Scandinavian would have been better. It's a better thing to call them. But they'll either or, they're fully annexing them. And from that, they will no longer need two alliance lid or two alliance symbols. Okay. The next thing you see happening, actually back on the alliances, is once again a new alliance. It will be the Star Alliance, and it will be formed by the it's formed by Denmark, and we see Denmark, France, the purple team, all three of these countries here, and obviously the Danish puppet state. But we also see some countries that are a bit more neutral joining, like this green country here. This blue team is going to stay absolute neutral, but even this little blue cyan country joins, and the red team joins. This alliance is going to be different, however, as it is an economical alliance. You probably thought I was going to do another military alliance. So, Denmark is going to form a economical alliance with everyone who is in the, or not with everyone, but with quite a few people in the general area. This is more people might end up joining the alliance, but or the economical alliance. But for now, it is these 10, I believe, members. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 members. Alright. And now for the final event of the episode is not just or mostly the UAE country, but also these two countries here and even India are going to slow down supplies to their colonies, not complete other than the UAE, not completely stopping their supplies to them. India is still supplying this small colony here and this colony here. The grain team is still supplying these colonies here. The UAE is like sending over a little bit to like these four colonies here, but only like once, maybe every 3 or 4 months. And something else official I do want to say is that um these two countries, or this country here, if you are new to the series, is a union with two capitals. I was gonna say something else, I forgot. Oh yeah, and in the next episode, expect to see lots of decolonization globally.